run, review, sleep, repeat. Run, sleep. Now, run, maybe sleep. Run, sleep. Yeah, let's get it right. Something else. Run, sleep, review, repeat. Now, run, sleep, review, maybe contemplate, repeat. But after now, 3 or 4 weeks since the last video, and well into the training for the 100 smiley miles, am I where I should be? Come off the road, let's go on the canal for a bit. I can't remember exactly how long it's been now since the last video, at what point of the training it was in. I want to say we were 6-7 weeks away, maybe a little bit further. We're now less than 4 weeks away. 30, no, less than that, 27 days to be precise. Just gone through the 7 mile mark. You heard that this morning. So we're out on the usual Sunday long run, mixture of road and canal. This morning was an early start again. So if you think about the run, sleep, review, possibly contemplate and repeat, on the running side of things, it's going pretty well. It has gone pretty well at the moment. There's the usual aches and pains. Ankle continually playing up. Shins last week. But all in all, got some decent miles in. And I think over the last month has been a strategic sort of 3 weeks sort of intense mileage. And then last week was a bit of a lower week. I know I'm doing a few miles today, but during the week kept it nice and simple. Just went out with the running club on the 2 nights that we meet. But that's it apart from this. So regarding the training, the running, the walking, it's been going pretty well. I'd probably done 3, maybe 4 marathon distances since the last video. Again, staggered, mainly Sundays. Don't think I haven't done any actual event marathons. They've all been marathon distance on the Sunday long run. Obviously we've gone a bit further on some of them. Got a 32.5 in a couple of weeks ago. Last week as part of mine and Mrs G's annual sort of event on the longest or the nearest to the longest day, so it's so we can do it over the weekend. It was last Saturday. Ended up doing 54 miles in total between sunrise and sunset. 11 of those were running. But again, as we've said before, it was time on legs. And time on legs the most important thing at the moment. I'm not too bothered about distance as a whole, although it does play its part. But in the main, it's getting out there, running on fatigued legs. Again, as we've said before, just spending that time out there doing something, almost trying to mirror or mimic the times and the length of time that I'm going to be out there on the actual day. There's the sun. So I think after umpteen ideas about today's title for the video, it's going to have to now be run, sleep, eat, repeat. Yeah. Run, sleep, eat, repeat, and possibly contemplate. That's the general gist of today's video and what I've sort of been doing since the last one, the last 3 or 4 weeks. So as regarding the eating, let's call it nutrition and hydration. Basically, I've probably dropped about a stone in 5 weeks, which some may say is a little quick, but then people who know me will know it's all or nothing, as we've repeatedly said in previous videos. And it works for me. There's a low energy couple of weeks because of dropping down the portions. It's all about portion control really. But I have totally, apart from the Jubilee weekend, and that wasn't in excess, I've ruled out all alcohol, which has made a big difference and made it easier to drop the weight. I think the review part of the title comes into everything. It's reviewing, is the training going okay? Have I done enough miles? Time's running out. Is the time to do more miles without leaving myself fatigued and tired too close to event day? Could there be more? Could I be doing more regarding the eating and drinking? I definitely think I could hydrate more and start with just bog standard water, but I'm not a great lover of just water, just plain water. Food wise is pretty good. Say portion control is key. Dropped a lot of the heavy carbs. When I say not completely took out the diet, not as frequent and nowhere near as much. And whereas the last 12 months my main meal has been lunchtime at work, and because of evening commitments, running club and stuff like that, I don't really eat until later on, so that's been a smaller meal. Now I've taken it the opposite way and it seems to have helped again, eating less for my dinner, lunchtime at work, making the evening meal the main one now. And to be fair, everything seems to be just slotting into place at the moment. On the last video we went over this with a bit of slow-mo. Today we're going underneath. What we need to do now is just continue. So there's a few niggles with shins and my ankles and my knees, but I always get that, and anybody who does longer distances, you always get that. It's just a case of watching it, monitoring it, making sure it doesn't get any worse, and just easing off when it does play up a little bit, when it does flare up. But in the main, everything's pretty good. Now, I'm not sure if this is going to work, but as part of reviewing and monitoring injuries and little niggles and whatever, I don't know whether you can see. I actually invested in some calf sleeves. Used to wear compression socks, but these seem a little bit easier. There we go.